You watched the new Avengers, Doomsday trailer, the one Marvel debuted at D23. You saw Doctor Doom's throne. You heard Sue Storm. You saw the Sentinels Rise. But Marvel hid some seriously important details in plain sight. From the true reason behind Doom's mask, to the tragedy that broke him, and one line that could completely change how we understand his plan. Here are 10 things you missed in the Avengers. Doomsday Trailer 2. Let's start with the very first shot of the trailer. Dr. Doom is sitting on a throne in front of massive green stained glass windows. That's not just a cool visual. That's Marvel telling us exactly who this version of Victor Von Doom is. In the comics, Doom isn't just a scientist in a lab. He's the ruler of Latveria, a king. And this throne room appears to be the MCU version of Castle Doomsday. There's another detail worth freezing on. The floor in front of the throne is glowing with green, mystical energy, and that same energy traces lines carved into the ground, like a massive glyph or rune. That's not decoration. That's a direct hint that this Doom rules through science and magic combined. This trailer doesn't open with action.
Victor was always the smartest guy in every room.
It opens with Sue Storm's voice. She says Victor was always the smartest guy in the room, and that she knew he was lost, but she didn't realize he was broken. That single line changes everything about how we're supposed to read this villain. Marvel isn't introducing Doom as a random threat that showed up out of nowhere. The Fantastic Four already know him. They have history with him. And that means when this movie starts, the fight isn't strangers versus a monster. It's former friends confronting someone they used to trust. Later in the trailer, Doom finally speaks his name out loud.
Hell answers to me, for I am Doom.
Hell answers to me, for I am Doom. That line matters more than it sounds. Marvel has one massive problem with this casting. Robert Downey Jr. means Tony Stark to millions of casual fans. So notice how Doom talks about himself. He doesn't say, I am Victor. He says, I am Doom. Doom isn't just his name, it's his identity, exactly like in the comics. He doesn't want to be remembered as a man. He wants Doom to become a symbol. Here's the biggest reveal in the entire trailer, and it's easy to miss because it's so quiet. As Sue explains that everything he loved was taken from him, we see Doom place his hand on a mural showing a woman and a child, the same imagery used on the movie's official poster. Marvel has never given this version of Doom's tragedy in the MCU before. This is brand new, and it's not the same origin as the comics, where Doom's trauma centers on his mother, Cynthia. This time, it's a wife and a son. That's a huge shift, and it suggests this Doom's entire plan may not come from a desire to conquer, but from an attempt to get his family back. In the middle of the trailer, we cut to devastation, a destroyed city, and Reed Richards face-to-face with Doom, demanding, Victor, did you do this?
Victor, did you do this?
This is the moment that confirms Reed and Doom's relationship is personal, not just heroes versus villain. In the comics, their rivalry is one of Marvel's most important. Two brilliant minds who see the future completely differently. Reed believes intelligence should protect people. Doom believes it gives him the right to rule. Doom never actually answers Reed's question in the trailer. That silence is doing a lot of work. And this is the line that's already breaking the internet. Doom tells the heroes, all of you have lived stolen lives, but now you must give them back. Fans have started connecting this directly to the MCU's history of altered timelines. Think about Steve Rogers, who left the main timeline to live decades with Peggy Carter. Think about every hero whose life has been reshaped by time travel, alternate universes, and incursions. So when Doom says stolen lives, he might not be talking about the Avengers specifically. He might be talking about the entire multiverse. Every reality that has stolen something from another. And if that's his logic, his solution is to take it all back. Then comes one of the trailer's biggest oh no moments. Thor swings Stormbreaker at Doom, and Doom doesn't just survive it. He blocks it, tosses it aside, and blasts Thor back like it cost him nothing. This is Marvel's fastest way of telling the audience. Don't underestimate this villain. And it's not just a physical flex. Given everything we just saw about Doom's magic and runes, this isn't brute strength beating brute strength. It's a sorcerer casually shutting down a god. which means the Avengers might be fighting the wrong kind of battle. You don't outpunch Dr. Doom. You have to outsmart him. And historically, that's exactly what Reed Richards has spent his life trying to do. Right after swatting Thor away, Doom raises a full army of Sentinels straight out of the ground. Sentinels are one of the most recognizable weapons in X-Men history, built to hunt and destroy mutants. So the real question isn't why are there Sentinels in an Avengers movie? It's why does Doom have them under his control? That instantly ties Doom to the mutant side of the MCU and suggests he may be pulling together technology and forces from multiple universes, X-Men included, to build his own private army. This one isn't hidden in a single frame. It's hidden in the structure of the whole trailer. Thor gets his own emotional beat, praying to Odin for the strength to survive one more battle and return home to his daughter. Love, not as a warrior, but as warmth. Now, put that next to Doom, staring at a mural of the family he lost. Two fathers. One still has his child and is terrified of losing her. One already lost his and broke because of it. Marvel is very clearly building Doom as this movie's dark mirror to Thor, the same way Thanos mirrored heroes' ideas about sacrifice in Infinity War. And finally, the detail worth ending on. This trailer gives us the most in-depth version of Doom's motive we've ever seen. But Marvel still hasn't shown his full face. We've now gotten his voice, his throne, his magic, his tragedy, and still no confirmed shot of Robert Downey Jr. under the mask. That's not an accident. Marvel has spent over a year building Doom entirely through silhouette, narration, and other characters talking about him. Sue Storm's voiceover carries most of this very trailer. So the real question heading into December isn't just what does Doom want? It's how much of what Sue just told us should we actually believe? One more thing before we go. It's not from the trailer, but it's too big to skip. Doctor Strange was never part of Doomsday's official cast reveal, and Cumberbatch was never spotted on set. But insiders claimed months ago he'd appear under a secret codename, Boris. Now leaked photos allegedly show exactly that. A masked figure in Latvian robes with one specific detail. A slot cut into the forehead, right where Strange's third eye appeared after using the Darkhold in Multiverse of Madness. It also lines up with the comics. In Secret Wars, Strange becomes Doom's right-hand man helping build Battleworld. If Marvel's adapting that story, this tracks. Leaks also show masked Latvian witches beside him. Fans guess Clea, Sylvie, and Scarlet Witch, but again, unconfirmed. So those were 10 things you missed in the Avengers. Doomsday Trailer 2. Is Doom's tragedy really what it looks like? What does stolen lives actually mean for the multiverse? And can we trust anything Sue Storm just told us about him? Let me know your theory in the comments. And if you want more Marvel breakdowns before December 18th, subscribe, because Doomsday is hiding a lot more than Marvel has shown us.